Hello, trading is closed on October 2nd, 2019. Go over our calls. We said yesterday if the rally were to continue uninterrupted, we'd have to gap under yesterday's lows. That's what we did. We get to cross a few MEJT targets off the list, right here and right here. Now, every now and then, I get an email saying, how do we use the targets? Well, this is how. They're not only targets, they're also support or resistance levels, and they identified the support just about as well as anything could, I think. So this was a pattern with yearly low. Tomorrow's pattern also has yearly low. Doesn't mean you won't gap up first. Had an all-day drop. Couldn't close under these lows. Either we take these lows out fast or higher prices print. Doesn't mean we close higher. Doesn't mean we trade over this. Doesn't mean we don't either. Well, here were the calls. Right at the low, MEJT gave a page 120 buy signal. Didn't have to start from here, but it often will. Said this drop would retrace, said this rally would retrace, which it did, and nothing for tomorrow from the system. Here's a daily chart. Few things to notice. One is a bar completely under the lower Bollinger Band. Doesn't mean we have to go up tomorrow, but it's way oversold. And typically you don't get too many bars completely under the band till you get a reversal. This is a TDST line from Tom DeMark. It's a support level. Support goes to a bar under this number. So we traded under, but you could have a whole bar under the number. But it's tough for the market to go more than a bar under the number. And if you do, worse things are coming. So we have a number of things saying we're oversold and that we're close to support. Here's your 200-day moving average. It's 28.37 and rising. Maybe if we hit the average around our 28.44 target, it'll create a pretty picture. Well, here's what we said. We said a steep drop in the first hour or two tends to be followed by more weakness, and we have to continue the decline. And if we were to continue without interruption, we have to gap under the low, and that's just what we did. Well, here's our current count. The idea is 78.6% of wave blue A is going to be the end of wave blue C, 28.44. If you look at wave blue C, if that's A and that's B, wave C is twice A at around the same place. Now, wave 2 here is simple, so wave 4 often is complex, meaning it'll go under this low. But if this is the right count, and if wave 5 is equal to wave 1, which it is often but not always, and if the target's right, then that high holds, and you get 5 equal to 1 and the target's hit. Make a pretty picture if it works. Here's a volume spike, and you know volume spikes occur near lows. This is a futures chart. Doesn't have to be right at the low. That's why there's no volume here. It wasn't the front month. But that's the highest volume we've had. When you get volume spikes, typically it represents panic selling. When the selling's over, no one's left to sell. If you don't want to make real fancy calculations, you can just take a standard 61.8% retracement of that rally, 28.43. It's close enough to 28.44 for me. So I'm looking for that price to print. We got a lot going for it. How about tomorrow? Tomorrow's pattern has the early low, doesn't mean you won't gap up. Failure of today's pattern, which normally closes near the high, to rally typically leads to further weakness. Of course, taking out the high invalidates it. Good luck with that. Volume indicators, sentiment indicators, the wave count all say we're near a low. A number of indicators, put to call ratio, NASDAQ McClellan oscillator, new highs, new lows. Volatility indices are all the places from which a reversal would create a sustainable bottom. SPX printed a bar completely under the lower band has the same implication. I read someplace today that there's a sentiment survey in which they had 0 bulls. Those are all contrary indicators, so it means people are throwing in the towel, and I'm looking to catch it. Looking for a bottom to form soon. The mid-2840s are a plausible target. If you like my videos, please click on like, and that's today's call.